Hey, Moose Country, welcome to another episode of Let Us Be Heard.
What's up, Moose fam? Calling back here for another episode of Let Us Be Heard. Joined, of course, by my new co-host, Dale Hubley. What's up, Dale? How you doing, bud?
Good, Colin. How's it going tonight, my man?
Awesome, man. I'm super pumped for today.
Oh, man, this is the first interview with a current Moosehead on the roster.
Yeah, and credit to Scott McIntosh. We didn't have much access to the current players last season, but we got to remember he has a job to do, and part of that job is protecting these young men. And I've got my accreditation. Scott knows we're no threat, and he's been more than courteous and supportive this season so far. So thanks, Scott. I really do appreciate you, man.
Yeah, this is going to be a big one. Really looking forward to talking to Lou tonight, and telling the Moose fans, so he can tell the Moose fans what he's all about when he's not on the ice and what he does like when he's on the ice, the things he's worked on. It's going to be really fun.
I think so too, and he's a fan favorite. I mean, I think he's been a fan favorite from his first, skate touching the ice. He's,
absolutely. He's a workhorse. He's a fast player. The fans love him. So let's get to it with Lou.
All right, let's get into it. Please welcome Lou Levesque.
What's up? How you doing?
That was not as good as Ian Robinson, was it? How you been?
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Happy to be back in Halifax. It's been like a good summer of working and everything, and now it's just time to put the work in, and happy to get the seasons going on Friday. So it's a new season, it's a new start. So
did they have you working today? Were you at practice today?
Yeah, we are. We just come back. So it was a good practice. Let's get the thing to go going. So practice a little bit, but yeah, just getting ready for tomorrow against Charlottetown.
Can't wait, man. I'll be watching from home. I wish I could go out and see you. So I just want to start off with something. My daughter has a friend named Rashai.
Yeah.
And he says he went to school with you last year, and he says you're absolute dust when it comes to basketball. But he says you are a stud at soccer. Is there any other sports that you play that help you on the ice?
That helped me, I guess this summer I tried a new sport. It was it's called Ultimate Frisbee. So I don't know if you have this here in Montreal. It's like a big thing for like a couple of years now. So I tried it. Like I was some of the guys who I was working with, like, were playing that like every, I think, Tuesday nights, and they were like, you should come. And I was laughing at them, and I was like, dude, Frisbee, like, what are you talking about, man? And then I had the chance to go for like, I think, 2 times, and it was really cool. I like fell in love with that game. It's like just all around the field, just always you're one-on-one against your guy, and you're trying to make to be a pass option and to make a good pass to one of your teammates. And obviously when you have the frisbee, you can't run with it. So no, it's a cool game. Helped me with like I said, my one-on-one, and I like to compete. So it was real nice to try this new sport there. But yeah, I really like pickleball too, or like a lot of changes of direction.
All stuff that's really good for your hand-eye, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, all the sports, I'm a guy who like really loves to move, really loves to to get in a competition one-on-one. So all these sports I can play in the summer outside, it's really nice. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. It's very similar to golf. Is it not? Like, would you compare Ultimate Frisbee to golf?
I fell in love with golf 2 years ago, but I'm not really good at it. So it's not the same thing, like golf is just, I don't know. I love when you have a good shot. It's just like the emotion you have. It's so nice, but no, I feel like golf you can compete less. It's like you
ever get out with Bray Mack on the golf range?
I did not with him. No. I know we went to play at the start of the year, like at the start of the camp when the team was like done. All the guys went to play a golf game, and there's one time I had to like make a 150-yard shot to go on the green, but the tee box was on the left, and it was like Schulte, Braymack, and I think Totter was with them, and like Martin, and I completely missed my shot.
No.
It went wide by him. So yeah, I don't think they want to be with me on the course.
That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome.
But yeah.
You got one, Dale?
I do. How you doing, Lou? It's Dale over here.
Really
just
good.
had a question for you in regards to. I've been a Moose fan since their inaugural season, so I just wanted to say one thing right off the top was you remind me of a player that we had in the first couple seasons for the Moose. It was a guy named Brandon Reed. He was a real speedster, and he'd fly up that wing, man, just like you. And so when you joined the team here last year, really reminded me of the late 90s when Brandon Reed would come up that wing and fly and score some highlight reel goals. And so when you started last year, really reminded me of that and brought back that like passion and energy of watching a winger that could fly like you. So it leads into my first question of what's your training what's your regime for training for skating? Like, how do you work on your skating in like during the season or off season to get as quick as you are?
Yeah. First off, thank you. Like it's really cool to have something said like that. So just for my skating, I think one of the main thing with me is like everything in life for me has to be quick. Like I don't like to wait. I'm really good to like being like not late, but just right on time because I start late and I finish it quick. So yeah, just everything I like to do is it needs to be quick. So when I jumped on the ice, like I started watching some players that were playing the game like so quick, and I wanted to be like these guys. So I think one of the main season I developed that was when I started playing midget. So my first year midget, I got cut from the midget AAA, and I got back to my house and getting ready to play like midget minor. I think it's here, and I started training in the gym with one of my coaches like every day after my school. So I had ice and like a little training with the team at the start in the morning at my school, and then went to the gym. It was always about legs, just getting really adding some strength because I got cut from this team for being like a little bit small and don't have a lot of like compete and being hard in the corners. So it was just about like getting all those leg glutes and thing like way stronger to be able to stay on my feet. And one of the things I really like to do is, like I said, I like to run. So like one of the main thing in the summer is I working a little bit on the field like if I was a sprinter. So all these like quick impacts on the ground to make you feel quicker and run quicker. And I think like when you able to like get your running drills and gym really good and being able to bring that on the ice now, because that's one of the main things that some of the players can do is bring what you do in the gym on the ice. That's what harder. Like when you're a soccer player, like if you run fast, if you train to run fast, like I mean when you're on the field, you running fast, like it's done and it's good with that. So with your skating is like you want to be quick, you're training your hips, your quickness, your legs, but then when you're going on the ice, like some of the guys cannot do the translation. So yeah, just
Well, it's
working
different.
to get
It's different mechanics altogether running the skating.
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So just like hockey's a lot about just quickness, but having stability like inside your legs and inside your glutes. So I really worked a lot on that, and then on skating abilities, just being on the ice. Like I think one of the best player in the NHL right now was Kucherov last year, and like I don't know if it's true, but I heard this guy in the summer like he sleep on the ice. So it's probably why he's so good. Like I know he's putting some work in the gym too, but I heard this guy was like always on the ice, and you can see the results. So
Yep.
just practicing your sport, just practicing like I said, it's good to be good in the gym, but if you're not able to translate it on the ice, like it means nothing. So
A lot of it's that little extra effort. You know what I mean? But I personally think that you were born gifted. And I think you were meant to fly on the ice. Not to take away from your hard work, but you get out there and you make it look effortless, man. Like completely effortless.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, like I suffer like all those players when it's you have to go on the back check, so it's not easy as people think. Like when I'm like my legs burn and a lot of a lot of the time, a lot of games, I'm like cramping on the bench in the third because I lose like a lot of water. So no, it's just it's not effortless. It's just even like equipment manager can help you with that. It's just the blade. So how do you sharpen? Like, do you want more glide? Do you want to be more grounded in the ice? Like, it's gonna change a lot on your skating strides and like how you gonna fly or like glides with the puck and without. So no, it's just a combo from everything. So like you said, like some of the guys gonna work for having speed and never gonna have it. So it's like you said, it's a gift. It's some hard work. It's some equipment thing. It's all come from this. Yeah.
We're gonna.
Well, it's interesting to know then that motivation of being cut from that midget team has really led to your speed. Then by the sound.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So that was probably one of the biggest part, like in my early career, that like make a big change on who I am and the player I am today. That was probably the biggest year I had.
So
nice.
We're gonna have to get a case of mustard to put behind the bench for you, then, eh?
I was LaRue the mustard. Yeah.
So disaster struck last year. Your first year in the queue, you were on a roll. You know, fans were screaming Lou, and then in a very small hit, you just must have hit it the wrong way. You took contact and injured yourself. So you were off for a bit, and when you returned, we the fans, we know our players, and it seemed like there was a bit of hesitation in finishing shots, trying to stay away from contact. And I know I approached you and you asked me, I said, I'm talking to Lawrence, is there any questions you want to ask? And your question was, how does he zoom around the ice so much and not take contact? So do we look forward to seeing you finishing more shots this season and trying to get back on that track that you're on the first half of last season?
That was the biggest thing about, we're talking about always talking about confidence now in the hockey everywhere. And one of the main thing is in the couple of few games, yes, I was like not shooting the puck. I was shooting puck less. I was something else, but like the contact thing and everything was just, it's when you create a barrier in your head, it's so hard to like break it. So yeah, the second part of my season was really hard, having this injury and built up from new. So that was the main thing. I had some really good flash through the second half.
Yep.
But some of the other was like really like I had some top game out there. So yeah, it was just hard. I needed the summer to just put this season aside because you want to pass to the next one and just work in the gym. I worked so hard in the 2 months I was injured with Chris, our trainer, to had some muscle on and getting stronger. And like I arrived on the ice and I was feeling good, but my confidence was feeling so bad, so I couldn't like make the best out of it. So yeah, it was like every game was really hard because now when you have one bad game, like it's staying in your head, and like when you're not able to let this on the side and just look forward, like it's so hard. So that was the main thing. But like summer just helped me to pass this injury on the side, pass this season on the side, and like we're a rebuild year. So like they said, they're the first title. I think the second title from their second little movie, I would say, Moose Track.
Yep.
Was opportunity, I think. So yeah, that's what it is. So
yeah, and it's no secret that hockey is just as much a mental game as it is a physical game. And you could be you got to be strong here, but you got to be strong here too.
Yeah.
And I think you're the only one standing in your way from having a breakout year and becoming the MVP of the league, man. I think you are that special of a player, and you just got to believe it too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the main thing. It's just when you have confidence, when you're able to build it so strong that even when you have a bad game, you still like it was nothing, and you're looking forward. I think one of the best players doing it. So yeah, that's the most of it. Like last year, I tried to get some help just mentally with some psychologists, but I never like took the step forward. This year I did. So
good for you, man.
but yeah, it's gonna help me a lot with my hockey and my life around this. So yeah, I'm really like. I've been building this since the start of the camp, just being better every day. Our coaches are there to make this happen. So yeah, I'm really excited because like I can see every day just something new, something better happen, and like it's exciting.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you, man. That's quite the accomplishment. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we're proud of you. That's an accomplishment.
I mean, hockey's more than just a physical game. Like you said, it's mentally, very, very mentally. An injury like that takes such a mental toll on you. So it's it takes a while to get over that. And it sounds like you're over the hump there, Lou. So looking forward to, just bigger and better things this year from you. So
and I think that answers our next question. So if you want to skip that one and go on to the next one.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm all over that. So in your rookie season, Lou, you made it to the playoffs, which is obviously a good accomplishment to go deeper into the playoffs. More experience. Was that a surprise? The team in the first half of the year, you guys had such a great season. Was that a surprise for you? And like moving forward for this season, obviously the playoffs will be another goal for you and the team. What did that experience of going so deep, or at least making it to the playoffs? We didn't go very deep in the playoffs, unfortunately. Right. But what was that whole experience like for you coming into the league as a rookie and then, making it into the playoffs, going through the injury you had, like tell us a little bit about that. Like,
I think it was just about learning. I think if you look at it as a first year in the queue, you can't have better. Like obviously you can play 82 games and I had the NHL game in my head.
65.
Yeah, I think it's like 64 now in the season.
Yeah.
So like 64 a game and making points and everything going good, but you never learn, and probably is gonna go like later in your career that you're gonna have your first injury. So for my part, it was my first injury in my life playing hockey. So just about like learning, having great time playing in the few games at the start of the year. Now injury, so how to deal with that. Now a little harder second half just to how deal with that too, and then the playoffs. So it was like a complete first year for me, just getting prepared for the next few years. I'm gonna play with the Moosehead. So no, I think was I surprised we arrived in the playoff? Was that the question at the start?
I think he meant just the fact that you're a rookie and you made it to the playoffs. What was that like for you? Your rookie year playing against that caliber, being on a team, being on a team that took you to the end.
Yeah, I mean, went to the playoff with that team was not a surprise at all because like in the season, I think we had some great moment. Like we were a good team. We had some good players, but at the end of the year, nothing connect. But that's the thing. That's from last year, and that's on the side now. We're looking forward
Yeah,
for
that's
a
all
new
behind us.
season.
That's all behind us.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right. That's
So
right.
just this season is just like last year we made it to playoff, like, and this year we're gonna make it too. That's not about like, oh, like I saw a lot of posts on the Mooseheads going to be 18 in the queue. So that's they just I think the season's starting tomorrow, so they're gonna see what we're all about. We have some really good players, even if they're young. But it's not a team of few players. It's a hockey team, so
Yep.
that's why we're gonna be good out there. So yeah, we're gonna have success through the season, and we're gonna make it to the playoffs. So and once you're there, just make it happen. So yeah,
I think
we're ready for it.
I think this young team is going to shock the queue.
Yeah,
I really
for
do.
sure.
I think you guys
Do we know who your line mates are? Are we allowed to know that?
I don't know if you're allowed, but I guess nothing for right now. I'll play with Cardi and Kilfoyle.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I really
I don't
like that.
I don't know if I'm allowed, but that's I mean it's not
so that'll be line one, I'm assuming, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can figure out the lines from there. I think that's a really smart decision by Lordo. I think that's going to be a killer lineup, and you guys are going to dominate. Yeah, I think so. So you're a fan-friendly player. You see fans, you talk to them. I know at preseason you sat and talked with me, my wife, my kids, Dylan for a half hour. I think Dylan had to tell you to go get something to eat because you were going to waste all your time talking to us. And, you know, as a fan, I appreciate that, man. But what does the fan interaction mean to you?
Just probably the most important thing for me right now, just being in Halifax. Just that's what make Halifax special, and that's what make people wanting to play here, and that's why we have some players from like they want to go college hockey and they choose to be here at the end because like they don't want to go like playing Cape Breton or like other teams. They want to play for the Mooses, and why? Because we have 10,000 like 10,000 fans every night in the building, so it's so special, and so that's what makes the hockey special. When you score a goal in the Scotiabank Center, it's probably the best feeling in my life. I had to play hockey there, so yeah, no, it means a lot, and just just the support, like they're behind you, and they cheering for you every game. So that's a big thing. That's like a second or third family, I will say, just being there and cheer for you. Obviously, there's some fans who are gonna let some of their thing on the that they're not too happy with it.
Do you read any of that?
What?
Do you read any of that on Facebook?
I don't. Good. I don't.
Stay away.
But
from
I know.
Man.
Yeah, I know there's some people doing it, but no, the most of the fans just are there for cheering for you. So that's what make it special so much in Halifax, and that's why I think it's important to talk with them because like man, they're paying to see you playing hockey. And that's awesome. So
it's an experience. It's
yeah,
experience.
Exactly. That's awesome. Like it's probably the best thing. So if they have the right to now talk to you. You're not a god. You're not a special person. You play hockey, and when you meet somebody in the outside of the rink, you're a normal person, and the people in front of you is the same as you. So no, it's important to talk with everybody.
Hold on to that mentality and remember that because we've had players play here who thought they were gods and it really gave them a complex. I've had guests on my show. Cormier will tell you, he thought he was untouchable and he wrecked a good portion of his life because of that mentality. He's an amazing person. Don't get me wrong. Love you, Cormier, Kev. I appreciate you. But he'll tell you himself, he's made some bad decisions. And it's that mentality that gets him that way. But if you keep that mentality that you have, these fans are important to me. I'm not a god. I'm just a hockey player. I'm just fortunate to, you know what I mean? If you keep that mentality, you'll go places. And I got to say, is that the new hat?
It is.
I made a decision. I was gonna buy that one, and I was like, no, I'll go with this one.
I have both
Yeah.
because actually
He has connections, Colin.
He does.
no, but we had to choose two from the aspect for what we wanted this season, but that was the two best. Obviously, that's the new hats, like, and I think they make a big like decision to get those hats in. It's pretty nice.
I think they're really nice, man. I love them.
Oh yeah, they're nice. They're the best. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Lou, who would you compare your playing style to? Could be anyone in the NHL. And a second part to that, who is your favorite player?
Man, that's one of the questions like so hard to answer. Like for myself, some of the players like could have like, oh, it's this player, and it's so easy for them. But I watch so much hockey, and every single night I'm gonna watch hockey. I'm like, man, I love this guy, and then the other night's gonna be another guy. So yeah, I like a couple of players. Like one of the thing when I arrived in Mooseheads, and that's like a I don't think it's a big thing, but I was watching Drew playing for the Mooseheads, and I was like, I want to be like him when he was in junior. So that was a player I was like, and like I love how he play. I love what he's doing out there on the ice. And I really like him playing junior. And he's from the same place as me. So that was one of the player I love to look at. And then in the NHL, like I have some players like Arvidsson, who playing for LA, I think, right now, or if I'm good. And just some skills player like Jack Hughes. I'm not like that like these guys, but I love like how they see the ice and everything. So I love to watch a couple of players who like do all different things and like pick their best thing and trying to work on like how they do it and everything. So so yeah, that's the most of it. I have like a couple of players like, okay, I'm gonna watch Jack Hughes like his poise with the puck. So like, oh, I love how he's skating and like keeping the puck on his blade and trying to make a play.
Yeah, so you've taken a couple of characteristics from a bunch of players, and
exactly, that's the most of it. Yeah,
very good.
Let's be clear, you're a Canadiens fan, right?
Yeah,
so you and Schultze get into fisticuffs in the locker room, or
no, we don't.
No.
We don't talk much of in the NHL in the locker room, so
yeah,
it's already. I mean, it's not started yet, so we might get more too. Last year was talking about we had like some players who were drafted too, so like they were talking a lot about that. But let's see this season.
Nice. What do you hope to achieve this year, Lou? What's your personal goal coming into this season with the Moose?
Honestly, my biggest goal this season was just to make this team better and make it to the playoff, and that's why I'm talking about the playoff like positively.
Yeah,
is that a word? Yeah, just like that's the main thing with me, because last year we didn't go far, and like this year, like we're in the rebuild year, first year, but like we had some really good players, and we feel that when we on the ice and everything's like going good, like we're a really good hockey team. But having success with my two line mates too, like right now it's two players, and it can change like in 5 games after it started. So it's always gonna like being different and changing, but just having success out there and just trying to like I said, keep the puck on my blade, making more plays that I made last year. I think last year was a lot of when I was in the ice, I was opportunistic with what I have. Right now, I want to make some opportunities. So it's a little bit different. It's
I like that mindset.
So I want to create more than just benefits of. And last year I was playing with two great players for sure, so they were making a lot on the ice. So right now it's just I think it's my turn to make the players around me better, and so yeah, that's the most of it. Just making more plays, create more, and having fun out there for sure.
Well, I'm looking forward to Ian Robinson calling your name all the time, because it's the best one. It's the best one out there for sure.
And I'm no good at it. You keep going back to last year in the playoffs. This isn't a question. I just want to let you know that any real fan of the team knows what went on. Nobody who really loves you guys, blames this year's team for last year's issues.
Oh no,
we are very excited for the team we have, and I think I could speak for everybody when I say that.
Yeah, no. I think we're gonna let to the fans a really nice season this season,
Yeah.
and I hope that the fans know it because obviously and I don't really want to get farther with that, but I think we proved something wrong to everybody when we beat Cape Breton in the preseason games, and I don't want to get too far with that.
I get it.
But we were really solid. We had success on the power play. Cartier and Kilfoot did awesome game.
You went 3 for 5 on the power play, didn't you?
They did. So the power play of Cartier and Kilfoot did an awesome job that night. So they just need to keep this working. Need to find that consistency, and it's pretty awesome that the boys having fun out there and just beating some good teams. But the real show start tomorrow. So
100%.
All the boys are ready. Yeah.
We only have a couple questions left for you, but
sure.
Is there something you worked on in particular during the break, other than the perfect cut line with the paintbrush?
I mean, I work on my golf game for sure, but it's still the same.
It's still done.
It's still not good. But no, I mean, I worked a lot on my speed. I would say is probably the main thing, and with my trainers, it's the biggest thing with me. It's not they create like a training really appropriate for me for what I want to do out there on the ice. So my type of player is not being the biggest one. So it's not to take a lot of muscle and being slower and everything. It's working, keep building on what they built for me for 3 years now. So just speed. Get the legs stronger too, so I can battle with the guys in the corner for sure. So that was a big thing for me. And then I worked on my shot a little bit, just trying to get the spots better out there. So just being comfortable to let my shot go. And like I said, it's a confidence thing too. So if you shoot the puck more, you're probably gonna have more opportunity to score goals. So just to let that shot go in out there.
Did you put Lawrence's advice into your routine in practice? He said for deception, in order to not get hit, you want to be more deceptive on the ice. Is there something you're trying now in your practice every day to be more deceptive?
I do, and it's something that Lordo really like to do. I think it's the main thing. Just looking somewhere and just go the other way, looking for shot, passing. It's all something that, because obviously you arrive at a level where every player is good to shoot the puck when they look at the net.
That's right.
But when you're gonna know when he's gonna shoot the puck now. So the best player is gonna make the play that they don't look at really, but they know where the player is, and they're gonna let the pass go when they look for the shot. And every player is gonna be like, holy shit, where'd that come from? So we work on that. We work on my feet in the corners, so getting out of the corner way quicker. It's the best thing for me, because if I'm staying there too long, I'm gonna get closed up. So just get out there, move the puck quicker, and just it's also a thing that I worked on even after practice, when we have some ice time. So I'm taking my game seriously, and I'm trying to get better, just to having success this season.
I think that's all one can hope for, is that you just work on your game and do what you can, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So we had a few of your teammates traded in the off season, Lou. Do you look forward to playing against guys like Vidicek and Dylan McKinnon, and of course if Catterford's back with Rimouski this year, are you going to get up a little more for playing against those guys?
We do, and I do. I actually played once against Vidicek. Macker was not playing, so I had the chance with
Moncton.
I had the chance to talk with Vidi after the game. He's just such a great guy, and I love the guy so much, and he helped me so much last year. So it was really cool to see him around there. It was not our best game as a team. It was the first, so I'm gonna see him. I think 7 times this season, so we're gonna have the chance to to make it clear who's the best team out there. And Macker for sure, yeah. I mean, I did not see him for a long time now, but man, like those guys.
Gloves are off when you see him.
more of a smile, I think. More of a smile.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna miss the stretch passes to the second blue from Macker, but
he had a great lead pass on him, didn't he?
He did.
My
he did.
God.
He was trying always to find me out there on the second blue line. So that was their play. He was like, "Man, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you." So
he's gonna be missed.
So yeah, those guys were really big in my first year last year, even Canaford. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy when you're gonna arrive in the corner with Canaford, but I'm gonna try my best, I guess. I mean,
he's a brick house to move. When he's in front of that net, good luck.
I think not much guys in the league can move this guy around, and I saw it last year and just in practice, just people trying to cross check him, and he can get, like, he's protecting his puck and he's just being there. And
but wait a minute, don't I remember a 5 foot? You're 5'10", yeah, a 5'10" kid leveling
I'm 8. 5'8".
Okay, even better. Don't I remember a 5'8" kid last year leveling a 6'8" centerman?
I did, but
you did, yeah. Rollins, you put him on his ass, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but it's I work on this in the summer too, just being a little bit stronger to push the guys around. But there's some guys that are just brick walls, And Cat 4 is one of those guys who's like, he's just, if he's protecting his puck, like, it's his puck, he's so good at it. But I mean, I'm gonna try to beat him with speed. That's the part of the game that can beat him for sure. So
that's your game for sure, bud.
Exactly. So if he wants to protect the puck, I guess he's still gonna have to be quick out there. So
he's got to catch it to get it right.
Exactly.
You want to end it off with the last question there, Dale?
Sure. Like any other show, Lou, we open up the forum to anything you want to say to the fans, to the other players on the team, anything you want to say to anything, this is your opportunity to speak your mind.
I mean, to the fans, just a big thank you. Big thank you to be around the team, to the support, to what they give it to us every night last year, every night this year. We know we're going to be, like, we know the team knows you're going to be there out there to cheer for us, and that's a really big part of it. And that's what make the game at home so special. And that's why when we're going on the road, they're like, man, when's the next game to home? Like, we want to play Scotiabank Center for the fans, and being out there, it's so special. So a big thank you for you guys. And I think, you said it, Colin, like, this team this year is a hockey team, and we're gonna make it like a big thing for those fans in the stands, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you guys.
Awesome. Listen, man, not only do we appreciate your time on the channel and coming on and shooting the shit with us for a minute, but we also appreciate all that you guys go through on the ice. We know it's a physical wear and tear on your body, it's a mental wear and tear on your body, and it's all for what? To give us a show. So from the bottom of my heart, truly, not trying to kiss anybody's butt, but we love you boys, and we're here for you, and if you need anything, feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Colin. Really appreciate it for your invitation on the channel.
Thank you, sir. That was Lou Levesque. Hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there. And as always, go Moose, go.